Hey guys, Shane here from the Eagle 100.9, joined by my very special guest, Brettyn Rose. Hey Brettyn.
Hi Shane, thank you for having me today.
Oh, no, thank you so much for making time for me. I always appreciate talking to you, girl.
Oh, I love talking with you, Shane. Anytime.
I was contemplating doing when I was introducing you, how I introduce you at the Dawgs games. The wonderful, the talented Brettyn Rose.
Yeah, that is so. I appreciate that you do that so much. I love it. It makes me feel good.
This is super exciting because we're gonna get talk about a lot of cool stuff today. You are so busy, so not only with Dawgs, but you're also in studio, I believe.
Yes, that's true.
Yes, okay, it's not a rumor, it's true. But I guess we'll start off with first, how nice is it to be back at the Dawgs Stadium, singing the national anthem, the seventh inning stretch? How good is it to have baseball back in our community, Brettyn?
It has been so good. I missed the Dawgs so much. I was so excited to come back, and it's such a cool atmosphere at the Dawgs games. I mean, you know, you're there too, but like the fans are always so cool. Like they always sing along when I sing "O Canada" and take me out to the ball game. And it's like one of my favorite feelings to hear people sing along. And I didn't realize how much I missed that over the pandemic and stuff until we got back to Dawgs. And I was like, oh my gosh, like this was the first time singing was like so cool. It felt so good. And it still feels good every time now. Like I'm still not really used to it yet, but it's so good to be back. And yeah, their Dawgs games are so much fun. They're always so much fun. So I love it.
It's so funny. So Brett and I will be walking back from the field to our like up on the concourse, and everyone's like, good job, Brettyn, good job.
Yeah, the community is so amazing there.
It totally is. Oh, that's awesome, girl. We're so happy you're back. You kill it every single time. I have a really random question for you though. Yes. If you had to play any position in baseball, which position would you pick?
Ooh, that is a good question. I don't know, because I was actually talking about this the other day, if like what the most important position is, pitcher or back catcher. We were debating, my family was debating it, and I was like, ooh, that's a good question, because I feel like a back catcher would be pretty cool. I feel like
they do a lot. Like I didn't realize, and like when we went to the stadium, we got like some lessons, I guess, if you will. But I didn't realize like the back catcher's the one telling the pitcher what to throw all the time.
Exactly. I feel like he's kind of like the puppet master. Like he's kind of controlling the plays, like because he's telling the pitcher what to pitch. So I think back catcher would be kind of fun. Not a pitcher. I don't think I could be a pitcher. Too much pressure. Because
way too much pressure.
Maybe an outfielder would be kind of cool. I don't know.
All of them. You could do all of it, really.
I could try all of them. I feel like I would have to see what I like or don't like. But
oh, that's awesome. So I guess moving away from Dawgs a little bit, but you have been performing again since restrictions have lifted a little bit. Tell us where you've been at. What have you been up to? Tell us where we can like find you perform live, because people want to see that.
Yeah. So it's been super cool to be back performing live again. It's like I didn't realize how much I missed it until I did it again, and I was like, man, this feels so good. So yeah, I've been playing a bunch. I just played the Blue Jay sessions a couple months ago, or not months ago, weeks ago. That was super cool. They're super amazing, and the way they're set up as a songwriter circle is super cool. I performed at the King Eddie 2 weekends ago. I opened for my friends As High As We Go there for their show, so that was super cool. The King Eddie is somewhere I've always wanted to play, so it was super cool to finally like play there. It was really cool. I really love that venue. Really fun. And then I'm also playing at the Asylum for Art in Calgary on August 26th with Liz and Kevin Koff. That's going to be like a songwriter circle as well. So that's Asylum for Art is also a really cool venue. So yeah, I'm really excited. It feels so good to be back with live music, or I've even gone to watch a lot of live music too. And even just watching is just like, it just feels so good to be around people and hear the live music, and musicians are so happy to be back. So it's very exciting, and I'm really happy to be back.
Oh no, I love that. And it's so nice to have it all back. Hey, like I'm the same. Like I did not realize how much I missed a live performance until you have seen one. Even like what your first national anthem at the Dawgs game, I was like, yep, love it, missed it, let's go.
Right? I felt the same way. It was so awesome.
The King Eddie, so you said you've always wanted to play there. So did it live up to your expectations? Was it just an amazing crowd? What is King Eddie's kind of like a pub, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like a pub. It's been around in Calgary for a really long time, but it's recently been redone and totally re-renovated on the inside. So now
Mhm.
it's one of the most like iconic places I think in Calgary for music venues. It used to be back in the day very like bluesy, kind of like a blues dive bar, I
Oh,
think.
okay.
And now it's been re-renovated, and now it has a rooftop patio that's connected to the National Music Center downtown. So it's connected to the National Music Center. So it's a really cool hub for live music
Wow.
now. I mean, it always has been, but now it's open to like a lot more genres and stuff. And it's so cool. It totally lived up to my expectations. Like I've gone to watch shows at the King Eddie before, but I've never got to play there. So it was so cool. The bar was packed. There were so many people, and the show was so much fun. And it was like a beautiful summer night. So like I couldn't have asked for a better first time at the King Eddie. It was so much fun. I loved it.
Oh, I'm
Can't wait to go
so
back.
yeah. You're like invite me back. I'll be back.
Anytime, anytime.
Oh, I'm so glad it lived up to your expectations. It was such a good experience for you. That's
Yeah.
amazing to hear. And I know last time we talked, it was I think probably a couple months before summertime, and
Yeah.
you told me that you were in the studio this summer. So, I mean, are we still in the studio? What's happening? Do you have any updates for us? Give us the
Yeah,
details,
I do
girl.
have some updates. I've been in the studio a little bit here and there working on like pre-production for songs. I'm actually going into the studio tomorrow. So I'm so excited to do some more pre-production on the rest of the songs. And I think we're gonna actually go in and start recording them at the end of August here, not next week, but the week after. So I am so excited to share these songs. Like I'm already like it's so hard like as when you write like a good song that like I like you love and then you just want to share it. All I want to do is like share it with people, but it like takes so long and you want to make it the best possible version it can be before you share it out with the world.
Mhm.
But I love these new songs. I think they're some of my best songs I've ever written and worked on. So I'm so excited and I'm already so proud of them. So I can't wait to get into the studio and like build them and see them come to life with like real musicians and a live band. So I'm so excited to get back in the studio this week and I just want to share them. So hopefully, yeah, we're making progress on that.
That is so cool. Yeah, I love how excited you can tell you're so excited to release this. And
Yeah.
I was going through your Instagram and I got to watch a little snippet of Used to This, right?
Yeah.
That's one of your new songs. And I was like, girl, I need the full version.
Right?
Friends actually want him to come for drinks, and I don't gotta worry about what they think, 'cause they like him a whole lot better than the last one I brought around. Yeah, they're happy, say he deserves me, 'cause he's the first who held the door, held my hand, sees through my smile when I'm sad, ain't afraid to put me in that 5-year plan. Damn, that man picks me up, drives me wild. Never wanted someone to stay for a while. Yeah, he's everything I'm not used to, but I could get used to this. Yeah, I could get used to this.
Yeah.
So good.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I can understand why you like want to put it out there as soon as you can because it is so good and you should be proud of yourself. But your last song that you dropped was before, but what was it? I do before,
But I do, yeah.
but I do. Yes, sorry,
Yeah.
excuse me.
Oh, that's okay. It's all good.
Now, your lyrics are so relatable, and I guess just where are you drawing your inspiration from these days when it comes to your lyrics, especially with some of this new stuff you're putting out?
Yeah. A lot of the inspiration comes from a lot of my personal like life experiences that I have. I find I can write the best or get in a better creative headspace and write better songs when I'm kind of like emotionally attached to the situation I'm writing about, if that makes sense. Because I just feel like I've felt all those emotions and I've felt the experiences that it's easier for me to put it into words. So definitely I've drawn on a lot of life experiences, and because I just feel like I released But I Do in 2019, I believe, but I think I wrote it a year before that. So I think I was about 17 when I wrote that song. And so
What?
now I know. So now I'm 20. So I feel like I've had like so much just more life experiences since then, and just like life experiences with like my life and relationships and friendships and just everything. I just feel like more, I don't know, more grown up, I guess.
Of
So I feel like
course.
that's helped me draw on more inspiration, more things I can write about in my songs. So I hopefully these new songs will be relatable as well. So yeah, just probably life experiences is what I drew on mostly for, because I find that I'm the best when I write that way.
100%. And I'm laughing because like 17-year-old Brettyn, I was like, relatable, 100% relatable. So 20-year-old Brettyn is going to be just as much relatable, right? For
That's
everyone.
what I'm
So
hoping. That's the goal.
yeah. Oh, they're going to be so good. And when was the last time, I guess, you kind of were like, oh my gosh, I need to write a song? Like, when was the last time you were out and you're like, I need to write this down? This could be something.
That's a good idea. Probably, I don't know. I honestly, I think kind of around like maybe a couple weeks ago when just things were like kind of starting to open back up. I was just like feeling super happy and super like excited about stuff. So, and I'm always writing down like little ideas in my phone. So I don't know if I actually wrote a song about it yet, but I always kind of just like jot down ideas. So I was just like writing down ideas about like fun stuff I wanted to do and like just how I was feeling about things, being so excited. I usually, when I get in that very emotional like state, whether it's like very happy or like very sad, I'll just like write stuff down, or a lot of stuff comes to me actually when I'm like about to fall asleep at night. So there's like,
Oh.
I'll just write stuff down there too. So inspiration strikes whenever, but probably the last time was, yeah, a couple weeks ago or a month ago when things were starting to open up.
Open up. Yeah, I feel like everyone's just so optimistic, right? And you're feeling so creative and it's like, oh man, there's so many emotions. So, oh, I'm excited to hear what that one's all about. I feel like it's going to be like an upbeat girls' night out or something. I don't know.
Yeah, oh, for sure. I think, yeah, a lot of good songs will come out of everything.
Oh, that's so cool. And so are you a person that has a notebook beside your bed? If you wake up, are you like writing down your dreams, writing down any ideas?
I don't have a journal next to my bed. I usually just go for my phone because
Yeah.
then I don't have to turn the lights on to write stuff down in a journal. Mostly that's the reason why. I do have a journal I write a lot of stuff in, but not at night. I usually just go for my phone. So my notes app is usually just like full of random stuff or voice memos. I'll like make voice memos at like, I don't know, 2 a.m. when I wake up with an idea. So like they don't sound very good the next day when I listen to them. I'm like half sleeping when I make them, but some of them have turned into songs. So that I think that's really cool. But yeah, no, I'd go for my phone over a journal.
Okay, I feel like you've just aged me, Brettyn, because like I use my phone. We don't use journals anymore. I'm like, oh God, I'm so
No,
old.
I love journals. It's just logistically, I don't want to get up and turn the lights on.
I get it. I wouldn't turn the lights on either.
Yeah, but I love writing. I handwrite everything. Like I never like make notes on the computer and stuff. I usually only songwrite on the computer when I'm doing co-writes. So then we can
Okay.
put up on Google Docs so we can all type in the document at once. But if I'm just writing by myself or coming up with ideas, I will go for a handwritten journal for sure.
Nice. There's nothing like the feeling of a nice new journal and like writing the first thing down. Oh my gosh, so satisfying, right?
Feelings ever.
And so you have some performances coming up. Who else have you been working with? Like, who are you in the studios with? Or is there anyone that you've been performing with? Give us the details there.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm in the studio. Maddie McKay is my producer. So this is my first time working with Maddie. So I'm super, super excited. He's like amazing, very talented. So, I'm already so excited hearing his ideas of how he wants to incorporate and build the songs, and doing some pre-production and making demos with him has been super awesome. So I'm now so excited to just see the songs come together, like I was saying. And I've been co-writing a lot over the pandemic. That's where all of these new songs kind of came from, was from co-writing over the pandemic. And so I've been writing a lot with this girl from Montreal. Her name's Lydia Sutherland. She's awesome. I met her through another musician that I was writing with, and he introduced us, and then we kind of just like clicked, and our styles are super similar. So I've been writing a ton with her. And then there's a couple other people. Parker Gray I write with a lot from Vancouver. Aaron Pollock I've written with here in Calgary a lot. And so it's really cool to just been making connections with a bunch of different people across Canada, which is cool. Like Lydia and Parker, I've never even met them before in person. We just write together all the time on Zoom. So, but it's
so cool.
awesome. Like it's so cool that songs came about this way. Like I've never done that before. Before the pandemic, I did some writing, but definitely not on Zoom, and not as much as I have been doing. So it's been super cool to like dive into that process more. And now, like I said, I'm really proud of the songs that came out of it. So yeah, I'm really excited to be doing it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. I feel like Zoom, like co-writing, like you said, with people across the country, never meeting them. It's like the new pen pals, right? Like it's just, hey, I've
Probably.
never met you, but yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of obviously negative that came from the pandemic, but stuff like this, totally positive. Like you would have never had that opportunity to co-write with someone in Quebec, right? Like that is insane.
Yeah, I know it is insane. And like, I don't think these songs probably that I'm gonna record, I don't think would have come about without like co-writing or without
Yeah.
me, Lydia or Parker and all these different people from like across the country. And it's so cool to just like write with new people and hear their stories and like just connect with a bunch of different artists. Like everyone's so supportive of each other and it's like a really cool community to be a part of. And I still feel like almost closer than ever to a lot of musicians now. We're building a bigger community of musicians, even though we're like so far apart, like literally across the country or can't actually physically be together. But I still feel like we're all connected, which is I think is super cool and definitely a silver lining of the whole pandemic.
Oh, 100%. Oh, that is so exciting. I seriously cannot wait to hear this music you're going to drop. It's going to be
gosh, I'm so
so
excited.
good. We'll have to have a listening party for sure.
Gosh, yes, we should. That'd be so fun.
Yes. And okay, so you've already are doing so much. You've accomplished so much in your career and you're 20 years old. It's insane. But any other goals for 2021, 2022? Are you even thinking that far? Are you just trying to get what you're doing out?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good question. I think right now I'm just, very focused and driven on the new music because there's a lot of stuff that goes around the release as well. Because it's not just the music, and the music it takes so long to. That's why I always get like excited right away, but then the music won't drop till like a while later. So I like get to live with it for a long time. So then it's exciting all over again when I actually get to release it.
Yeah.
So I think my goals for like the next 2022 and forward is just so far to just get this music released and just keep building like my live shows and stuff. I want to perform like as much as I can, which has always been one of my goals, and just kind of keep moving forward and kind of see what happens because everything's so kind of different and still kind of strange, I guess, because of the pandemic. So I think I'm just kind of rolling with it and seeing what happens. But definitely my main focus is working on this new music and making it the best it can be and making everything like the release around it the best I can be. I've done some artist development programs I did one last year, Canada's Music Incubator last August and September.
Mm-hmm.
Which was super, super cool and super resourceful and like helpful and made me feel so much more confident or like I was inspired and I had some more new tools and stuff that I can now use getting these releases ready. So I think I'm just kind of excited to build on that and just work on releasing them and making it the best it can be and making the songs the best they can be. So I would say that's probably my main goal and focus for right now.
Oh, good for you. Oh, that's amazing, girl. I've already said this, but I cannot wait for you to drop this. This is going to be so good. And it must be so hard to sit with it for so long. It's like keeping a surprise from someone. And I don't know about you. I'm terrible. I always ruin the surprise, right?
It's very hard. Yeah.
I don't even know if you even have downtime with your busy life. Like you're at Dawgs maybe 4 to 8 times a week, it seems. That is impossible, but it's happening.
It happens.
But what do you do? What does Brettyn Rose do when you are just chilling out, unwind, and kind of just like rejuvenate?
Good question. Honestly, when I do have downtime, I do like to literally just chill and do kind of things like I want to do, which mostly involves like I love to bake. I like to do baking, and I love Netflix. I like to watch Netflix. TikTok I got into over COVID as well.
Yes.
I kind of suck a lot of time very easily, and there were so many good shows that came out over the pandemic too. I couldn't help but like sit down and watch a couple of them. So that's probably what I like to do, is just really just chill, relax, kind of do whatever. Maybe I'll clean my room. Like I like to have like a clean space in my bedroom. It helps me feel more relaxed or like I have my life together. I don't know how to explain it, but it just changes my mood when my room is clean. So
it totally does, doesn't it?
If I start to get stressed or overwhelmed, I clean my room.
You clean your room. I need to take a note out of that page or that book, because I'm the same. I try to be good. My partner gets mad at me because he's like, you are so messy, but it's only in my room. The rest of my house is amazing.
Yes.
But the room, because that is your personal space, right?
Yeah. And I'm bad for just like throwing clothes on the floor, or like when I'm going out somewhere and I got to try on multiple outfits, I'm then bad at putting the other outfits away.
Yes.
and I just like throw them on the floor. I'm like, oh, I'll get those later when I come home, and then I don't.
No, they're there for 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're like, oh, I should probably clean my room. That's might be why I'm stressed.
Totally. And then you feel like a whole new person. I feel like when I clean my room, I'm like, wow, who is this woman? Who is she? She's taking over the world.
Exactly. I feel the exact same way. I don't know what it is, but it feels good in the room.
Amazing. So, okay, well, I need to clean more is what you're saying. But we're going to play a fun game.
Ooh, okay.
Wait, before we do that, actually, though.
Okay.
You mentioned baking. First off, last night in the press box, I got in there and I was like, oh, whose cookies are these? And I'm like, oh, Brettyn brought them. I'm like, of course she did.
Yeah.
What is your favorite cookie?
Probably the ones I brought to the press box and the ones I like to bring everywhere, and they're probably my favorite, are pumpkin cookies. They're kind of like a pumpkin spice cookie, and we were having it, I think when I brought them, we were having like a super cold day, and it was cold, and there was a double header, so everyone was at the Diamond for like a really long time, and the cold weather made me feel like it was fall, so I was like, man, I need some pumpkin spice something. So I whipped out my recipe, and I make them all year round though, just like especially in the fall and around Christmas time. But I think those are probably my favorite things, and they're so easy to make. I just make a lot of them. They don't last long in my house, like at all. Like I'll make like a double batch, and they're gone in a couple days at my house. So that's probably my favorite cookie to bake. I also love a good chocolate chip cookie. Like can't go wrong with the classics.
You cannot go. That is my literal favorite. I feel like I'm the most boring person in the world. I'm a chocolate chip cookie person, right? So our little game here, I've got some lightning round questions for you, girl.
Okay.
And you have to answer them as fast as you can. First thing that comes to your mind, you say your answer, okay?
I'm kind of nervous now.
No, don't be nervous. You're going to kill it. Okay. Right. I'm nervous too because I have to like read them. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Lightning round. First question. Beach or mountains?
Mountains.
Rom-com or thriller?
Rom-com.
Ooh, I love it. Go-to binge watching show?
Modern Family or Friends, probably.
This is so weird because I have a question in my lightning round and it's based off two of those shows, and I didn't pick Modern Family because I'm like, I don't know if she's watched it, but I also thought you would.
4 times. Yeah.
Okay, I should have known. I should have gone with my gut. Okay, next question. Dream collab to make a song with?
Ooh, tough one. Ed Sheeran, probably.
Oh yes, that'd be so good.
Yeah,
I would download that.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
Sweet or savory?
Sweet.
Friends or The Office?
Friends. I haven't watched The Office. I never got into it.
This is where I should have put Modern Family. Okay.
That would have been tougher. Yeah.
Friends or Modern Family?
Probably Friends still. I love Friends.
Okay, next question. Were Ross and Rachel on a break?
I don't know, man. That's a stressful question.
It's too much for us
so
to
controversial. It's too controversy for me.
It is. We can't do that to Rachel or Ross.
I know. I mean, I could see both sides, I guess.
100%. We'll write a song about it.
I should write a song about it. I should. It's a good idea, Shane.
Did you watch the reunion?
I actually haven't watched the reunion yet. No.
Girl, you need to. You will cry. You will laugh. You will cry some more. It's amazing.
Yes. Okay, I will do that next.
Okay, do it, and then we'll talk about it. Next question. Song you're obsessed with right now?
Ooh, song I'm obsessed with right now. Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish. That just came out.
It just dropped. It gives me like a 1950s black and white romantic movie vibe.
Yes, that's exactly it. And then the rock section come in, and my mind was blown. And I was like, this is some good stuff.
Okay, I haven't gone that far. I'm going to have to listen to it again.
Good. Happier Than Ever. Just that one song.
Okay.
It's the title track. It sounds like that, and then you get to 2 minutes. I think it's like the 2-minute mark.
And it changes up.
Blow your mind. It's really good.
Okay, I'm going to do that after this. Okay, perfect. Next question. Dream job if you weren't a musician?
Ooh, that's a good question. Dream job. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe like a baker. I love baking, honestly. Like a baking business or a cake business or something. I think that'd be pretty cool.
I was going to say that'd probably be your calling if you weren't just this beautiful songstress. So
Maybe I could do both. I could like sell cookies at shows and like merch cookies.
Merch cookies. I feel like those would outsell t-shirts any day.
Probably. Actually, maybe that's a good idea. I'm going to write that down.
Okay, and my last question. Who's better, Dawgs Black or Dawgs Red?
Oh my God. What? What a question. I can't pick favorites.
Just kidding. I had to put you on the spot.
I was like, oh man, serious question.
Like, oh, I don't want to lose my job.
Both. I love them both.
That was the answer we were looking for. Oh, amazing. Okay, what's planned for the rest of your summer? Other than in the studio, what are you doing to enjoy the rest of August?
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, just in the studio. The rest of Dawgs is wrapping up soon, which is crazy. And then after that, probably just gonna like chill, have some downtime and rejuvenate, like you said, kind of before the hustle and bustle of September rolls around, which is gonna be crazy. But honestly, I was feeling actually today I'm really excited for fall. Like I'm not really a huge like heat person. I'm really excited for like the cold weather, like the cooler and the rain and the fall and the like, yeah, I'm excited for that. So I'm kind of just gonna chill and yeah, kind of do whatever. I kind of usually have a pretty chill summer, like plan wise. I usually don't like have too many plans. I kind of just roll with it, see what happens. So just chill and get ready for the fall.
Oh, that's exciting. I know all the times you said I am not a heat person. I'm like, girl, you are crazy.
Yeah. I know a lot of people say that, but it's just, I don't know. I love fall. I love like the wardrobe of fall. Maybe that's why I love the fashion of fall and winter
Totally.
more than summer. And I just love like the changing. I love cooler weather, like when it's all cloudy and you just want to like cuddle up on the couch and like read a book or watch a movie. I love that type of weather.
Oh, well, we're gonna get it soon, so
I'm excited.
I know you're excited. I'm dreading it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Brettyn, for doing this, for meeting with us, for always making time for us. We can't thank you enough, and
Thank you.
we cannot wait to hear your new music. It's gonna be so good.
Thank you so much for having me today, Shane, all the time. I love it. I love coming to the Eagle or talking with you guys.
Yeah.
I'm not there, but
No, that's okay. We'll have to get you in here soon for sure.
yeah, totally. Yes, thank you so much for having me.
No worries. Okay, all the best, girl, and we'll talk soon for sure, okay?
All right, sounds like a plan.
Bye.